This is about 117-pound Brutus. And that's a 100-pound Molly. And that's a lot of stuff and wood and tons of apples. And the latest tent, which hopefully we'll finish today. Anyway, this is the park in front of the house. It's extremely quiet. And I'm going to go wake up. Hope it works. It hurts, Mommy. Okay, I just knocked that over. Yeah, I'll pick it up in a minute. Here's the front of the place. It's 113 feet from one side to the other. Those are chemtrails. You can see 1, 2, 3, and there's a plane going across them. We'll probably see them all day. I've seen them make left turns in my backyard. Knife throwing. Do it every morning. When Tom gets here, he picks a limb, a leg, head, or chest, and I have to hit it. This is a 3-speed forward racing go-kart, which is on its way to the shop, along with the Mini Raja, which is just, you'll never have children if you ride it, kind of thing. I love my tractor. It's a John Deere. Now if you look over here, this tree is just covered with apples. We're going to make apple cider this year if it hairlips the Pope. This is a walnut tree. It is covered with walnuts. No kidding. This is another apple tree. It has apples all over it. Here's the big tent. You can see the apples, they're just everywhere. This is a different type of apple tree. I've trimmed it up myself. And that's a different type of apple tree. And that's a white, yellow delicious apple tree. Those I don't like. They're bitter. This is the excavator. Oh, look at that. Gee, wonder what they call that stuff. You can't see it, but back there is a winding trail to the property next door, which Mrs. Lice asked me to build for 12 years, and we did. Finally. Let's see. Oh, look at those suckers. There's the turbine with the fairing off it. As soon as it gets dry enough, we have the boom truck coming in. We're going to bring the actual whole thing down. The motor, the rotors, everything. Weighs about 200 pounds. We're going to fix it on the ground, and we're going to put it up that day. Told my mother I'd do this. This is a plum tree. We hope it makes it. Just put it in. I hope you can appreciate the humor. There are 3,000 lights, no, 3,600 lights hung on this thing. And yeah, not one of my best ideas. These two groups of panels are solar panels. There's 15 of them in all. And there's the moon. This whole property was an apple orchard. That's an apple tree. It's got red apples on it now. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these 10 trees in here are all apple trees, which I have to finish pruning. There's just not enough hours in the day. Let's see. There's Dad's Park. Behind it is a trail that goes for about a mile. And over here is a trail that goes for about a mile. You don't want to get lost in there. It's scary. This is the garden. There are 4 rows of potatoes here, nicely tilled. I know, I did it myself. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I have kale and onions. And then more potatoes with the occasional thing sticking up. Those are radishes from last year. I didn't have the heart to pull them. 4 rows there, then you got that, then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows, so a total of 10 rows of potatoes. Why? Because it's easy. I don't know what that is, and I don't know what that is. One's pumpkins. This will be watermelons if it ever takes off. Tomato plants. Oh, I know you can't appreciate this, but you can see the dirt. Well, there were areas there that weren't level, so I got dirt with the tractor and filled them in, leveled it out. Tomatoes are finally coming back after being frozen. There's more watermelons, lots of peppers. I think one of these is squash. One of them is cantaloupe. It's a fairly easy garden to do. Of course, it helps to have neighbors that know everything. And they do. There's the garden. There's the target for the crossbow. Tom's first shot was within half an inch of dead perfect from the deck. This is the little pond. These are the beehives. You can't see them because there's no wind, but we put up 6 new flags. You got the European Union, Poland, France, Mexico, England, Portugal, Brazil, Cuba, Sweden, I don't know, the Netherlands, Australia, and I don't know. And then out there, I hope you can see the rocks that are stacked up between the 2 red flags. They're about 10, 12 feet tall. Why? I don't know, because we could. There's another trail here that goes up about 100 yards and it splits. You can go that way or you can go that way, and they all go back there. And it goes back a mile, and I mow every stinking day. Oh yeah, this is the slightly overgrown Levi's Island. There's lots of snakes on it. You should have seen Tom yesterday putting up the German flag. He's scared of snakes. There's the float with the chair, deck chair, and table. Do I use it? No, I'm working all day. But it looks pretty. Behind it is the dinghy for the other islands. And I guess that's it. There will be a test later.